talking like that since the Foxhole days. Kevin Samuels was extremely wise and he knew a lot. And his conversation sounded business-like.
Yeah, just, you know how black folks is, man. They got these, they got these weird things about the messenger.
Yeah, they say it's not the message, it's the way you say it.
Right,
man.
yeah, that's
I would
goofy.
never switch up how I talk.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, please step to the front of the congregation. To be honest with you, I don't know how she's still getting invites for interviews, baby. She's been further exposed for her bullshit on the content.
Well, I want to clear this up.
Okay.
Kevin Samuels used his low value or his term of value as the noun of value, which is morals and values, which I love that too. I loved his term as well, right? Morals and values of a person. I use the value term as an adjective word, which is value in your success, your accolades, your money, your relationships, what you got going on, socially, economically.
First, she gave an example of Kevin Samuels, and it seems as though she was mixing in economically valuable with morally value in Kevin's message. And I don't agree with that. Kevin's message of high value was more so tied to economic value. And it was like 5 or 6 things that he would jumble together in order to establish his definition of a high value man. And most of those things, whether it be, making $10,000 a month or, being professionally viable or valuable and seen as such on LinkedIn level, right? Having an establishment of your peers that are also of high value. There was like 2 other things I can't remember. Nevertheless, within that, he would not talk about the morality of a man. He actually had additional frameworks that he established.
The high value status is one thing, but in order to keep it, you must have discipline, integrity, morals, and ethics. That's why I do not automatically drop athletes, entertainers, or musicians into this, because they'll get jumped in there with their income, but may be lacking in other areas.
All right, Doc, tell me this. How can a low value man be high functioning? That's what I want to know. How can a low value man be high functioning?
So when I say a man can be low value, that just means that he doesn't make a lot of money. His economic status isn't high. He's not affluent. High functioning just means that this man has emotional intelligence. He has ability to regulate his emotions. He has ability to sit and create resolve with us and not bring in more impairment into our conversation, right? A perfect example of high functioning is what me and your beautiful wife just did.
Yeah.
We had a perception exchange. There's things that she heard me say that she pushed back on, but there was never a time where our emotions wouldn't allow us to receive each other.
And in this episode, as the struggle doctor turned, you see the fallacy of her comparing a man and a woman's conversation together. You see how she said that the conversation she had with the lady was high functioning and used that as an example, the so-called high functioning, high emotional intelligence of a lady. So what the struggle doctor's actually trying to do is turn men into ladies, making men have characteristics of ladies. And this is why this lady at 42 is not with somebody, is not in a real relationship, because she has not figured out in all of her knowledge as a psychology expert that just perhaps she knew something that we all know, everyone listening to here knows. Men and women are totally different. Damn, who would have thunk?
You.
Oh, me. So I love that. So if I had to choose between a high value, low functioning, right? Or high functioning, low value man, I would take the low value, high functioning.
You would?
I have to have a man who loves me, supports me, who understands intimacy, not just sex, who can hold a conversation with me, an intellectual conversation, who can be transactional and relational with me, who, when my strong opinion gets strong, he can sit in the discomfort of that. When his strong opinion gets strong, I can sit in that discomfort and still make him dinner. I can still make sure daddy has what he needs in the morning for work. I can still make sure that he is well taken care of.
Would you still respect him like a high value man?
Yes.
Okay.
So at this point in your life.
Now, let me be clear. I didn't say a man who was lazy or broke or didn't work, because low value men just means they make less money. They're not men that don't work. These men are educated. These men are working. They're blue collar men. Blue collar men make 6 figures. They make 6 figures.
Wait. Hold on a second. Did this absolute fraud of a doctor say $100,000 is low value?
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
You see, this is the absolute problem that we have today. We have a lot of ladies coming on here espousing BS, blabble, blabble over and over again. Then when you really look at it, when you dig down to it, when you dig down to the core of what she's really saying, she's not saying that she wants somebody to provide and protect for her. What she's saying is that she wants somebody to provide the ultimate luxury for her. And yes, she's made some money. Yes, she's hustled herself up into a great position. Congratulations, ma'am. But that hustling yourself to a great position has put you in a position not to be able to get the man that you want, because the man in your position is going to look at you and want somebody a lot younger, a lot more cooperative, because remember, you just said you had a little attitude when you get a strong opinion. Well, guess what? What you're looking for is a millionaire, and the millionaire will say, take your strong opinion and your 42-year-old panties, roll them up and roll your ass out of here. You dig?
You get old like bread, not like wine. I don't want the waiter to bring me a vintage glass of twat. You'd be like, would you like a 52 stinky vagina from the funk region? You'd be like, ugh, you ain't got a better year than that. You ain't got a
Figures.
I mean, they make six. I feel if a man makes six figure, I don't really classify him as low value, man. If you reach the six figure point.
So, and this is the thing, right?
This is very subjective.
There you go.
Yeah.
We agree on that. Low value is subjective.
Okay.
I always say, for me personally, I'm not clocking the dollar amount that my husband makes. It's what lifestyle can we provide ourselves and our family.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
You see, society has told this woman that she has to act like there's something deeper than money. Oh yes, she cares about character, she cares about this and that, but what she does care about the most is the fact that he can maintain her lifestyle. And she's gonna twist herself around in circles and say that it's unfair to him, blah, 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 that he can't, I'm bringing him into a situation that he can't be the man that he needs to be because I'm making so much money, all of this and all of that. But what it really comes down to is that she is straight up cappage, 100% cappage. Everybody lies when it comes down to situations like this because they understand how it's gonna make them look, and how she looks is absolutely how she is. This lady is money hungry, and the only thing she cares about is that he can slide them dollars across when she needs them to.
It's a basic truth of the human condition that everybody lies. The only variable is about what.
It's because he make 50 high functioning.
It's not the judgment of the dollar amount.
What is
it's
it?
because of where I'm at in my lifestyle. So it wouldn't be equally yoked. It wouldn't be yin yang for me. Now, let's just say.
So that's the reason, though.
That's the
Dr.
reason.
Cheyenne, because you said you wouldn't take him if he made 50,000. It's not about judgment. It's about the fact that you just can't pay for what you need to
What
pay
I'm saying
for.
is.
And in a typical struggle doctor style, she has bastardized and twisted definitions of words to suit her narrative. Equally yoked does not mean equally paid. Equally yoked means equally physical and spiritual understanding of the situation at hand, which explains why she's alone now, doesn't it? You dig?
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Polite savages.
You don't make up for your sins in the church. You do it in the streets. You do it at home. The rest is bullshit, and you know it.
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. And this one's a doozy, a struggle here, a struggle there. The struggle doctor is everywhere, high-siding and backsliding, talking in circles. And she doesn't even know the definition of things that she is espousing. Oh, don't worry, she'll change it, bastardize it, and exercise it. But when it comes down to it, what she doesn't do is practice what she preaches. So everyone has the same old questions, and she's never gonna answer them because Struggle Dr. Bryant, we all know one thing for sure. Grift long and grift strong, and she's gonna grift as long as she can find a place where she can belong. The only thing that we can guarantee is to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. It's a time she just get in where she fits in, get them pockets fat, tell the ladies what they want to hear, and avoid the fact that she's been a side chick for over 6 years. So there's nothing else left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go.
That I have dated off and on for 5 years.
You got her.
We've dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work? Or he your work?
We working together.
So the D is good.
Oh.
Man, the last couple of years, we've really seen the weaponization of psychology with a whole bunch of fraud doctors or questionable actors on the internet. And I'm just kind of confused how the struggle doctor keeps making these rounds ever since she came on the scene and kicked Cam Newton's back end, even though he was absolutely doing a favor for her girlfriend, allegedly.
My favorite bull dagger. Hi, Dr. Bryant. How you doing? Yeah. She was the same one that called out Cam Newton and Nick Cannon and them for being narcissistic and toxic, having all these babies with different women, even though the women decided to have babies with them based on the financial status of the men. So we have to do it both ways. We can't just blame the men when it's the women are the receivers. Ain't nobody dumping no babies in me unless I allow it.
That's why he was so shocked in the end when she was sitting here berating him, saying that he was just creating broken homes. But one thing is hilarious, that her friend Ebony K. Williams did the same thing. You see, she chose to be a single mother by choice. So it's okay if it's by choice, but it's not okay if the choice is made to have a baby with a high value man when you know exactly what the man is into.
As I sit here with y'all today, I'm literally on some fertility drugs. I am preparing for my embryo transfer in the next few weeks. Now, I am 40 years old, just turned 40 a couple of weeks ago. Y'all know I've been very transparent about my motherhood journey. I'm doing it solo by choice.
And this is just a hypocrisy of talking in circles that this lady does. And every time she steps on a podcast, she does the exact same thing. Blah, 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 making absolutely no sense. Then she brings it home with a little snappy reference to make you think she knows exactly what she's talking about. But just remember one thing. Even she admitted that she's not licensed. So everything she gives is just not even an opinion of fact. It's just her making content, you dig?
And all this doctor stuff, I mean, come on. Where is the proof that you're a doctor? Can you just do that online instead of all of the glamour videos with all the makeup on and everything? Show us you're a doctor and how you became a doctor and how you practice being a doctor. You're just doing internet talk like everybody else.
And, so yeah, there's definitely women who are using therapy as a form of weaponization against other parties, and they're also using it as as an emotional and cognitive eraser to erase the parts of their life and past where they're actually the ones who need to be taking responsibility. Let me erase that part that I did. Let me just give you the version where they at fault. They do that, and then each week they come in, they get to erase that part that they felt a little guilty about.
He's definitely that.
High value too, right?
Of course he has high value.
High
He's
function.
50.
Yeah, of course.
Of course he has value.
He's
that
I
dude.
respect. I really can admire
He's that dude.
Curtis
He's high
Jackson.
value. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I respect his business acumen.
Me too.
I love the trolling. Yeah. But he got kids though.
And like all women, they will make excuses. They will make exceptions for their friends. They will make excuses and exceptions for people that they want to be with, people that they can see advance their business, people that they are sexually attracted to, people that they admire. They will make excuses. Why isn't 50 Cent like Cam Newton? He has 2 kids out of wedlock, ain't been married to them, kids ain't living with him. What's the difference, ma'am? And I want to be totally clear. A woman cannot define what is high value to a man, because high value to a man is actually judged by other men. I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous to the layman, but a high value man is not only somebody with money, but it's somebody with utility to a group of high value men. Now, this has been debated over and over again and popularized by Kevin Samuels. But see, what the struggle doctor wants to do is she wants to take what's already established and bastardize it and make it so that it's absolutely something that she can capitalize on. Just think about the difference. It's just like the same thing she did with low functioning and high functioning. With low functioning and high functioning usually being something that's either a descriptor of autism, PTSD, or other traumatic issues that affect you getting around in day-to-day living. So this low functioning stuff that she talks about emotionally intelligence, she's just trying to market something instead of saying that this person, in her opinion, doesn't have emotional intelligence. But we all know one thing about the whole science of emotional intelligence, that most folks don't even talk about that when they're talking about people getting along in the world. Because if she was really emotionally intelligent, when she came out and was talking about she was a side chick, spinning the block, getting caught being a bust down and being embarrassed, she wouldn't even be showing her face around these social media streets anymore. But of course, she's not emotionally intelligent. What she's going to do is continue on as long as she can disappear and come back, reinvent herself, and try to get that money. Don't you see this is all a cash grab? It's just like when she says she's a psychology expert and not really a psychologist. Let that sink in. And that's why we call her the struggle doctor, my friend.
What is a high value man? Glad you asked. Let's define it. Let's go over some basic definitions. High, great, greater than normal in quantity, size, or intensity. Value, the regard of something held to deserve the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. And man, an adult human male. So when you put all that together, what do you have? An adult human male that's greater than normal importance or usefulness to what? The group. Basic economic principle states that the value of something is what a market is willing to pay for it. The value is determined by what? The market. And when we're talking about individuals, the market is other people, men or women. So a high value man is completely determined by the market. Your opinion is your opinion. Now again, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying a high value man.
Thank you for watching the TIP Network. Follow us on all social media outlets and ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom, we're out.
We found true happiness